I've collected Hobonichi covers for quite some time, and I actually downsized quite a bit. And these are the ones that survived. Let's talk about it. Hi friends, it's Mari from Mari Haraya Archives, and today we get to talk about some of my Hobonichi covers. Now, this little collection that I have is actually the result of many downsizing and purging that has happened ever since 2018. I would like to say that it was quite overwhelming as far as the many covers that I had acquired within a small amount of time. And so that is the reason why I'm kind of left with what I currently have now, because it was a lot. And I had acquired some really beautiful, rare, hard to find covers, and I've made the decision to let them go, to let other people enjoy it, because I just had way too many. And so I will actually insert photos of my collection in the video, probably towards the end of the video, just so I can kind of do it all together. So stay tuned to the end so you can see all the past covers. I'm gonna have to dig it up as far as photos, and so you can see what my collection looked like. But today we're going to talk about what did stay in my collection and what I did end up keeping. So let me go ahead and put these aside, and then we could kind of go over it one by one. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll start off with these two, because you've seen these in my other videos. So if you haven't seen these in my other videos, this is the Hobonichi Weeks parachute. I keep calling it parachute cover, but I think that's what it's called. I haven't looked it up yet, but it is a Hobonichi Weeks, made for the Hobonichi Weeks cover. And I love this cover because it has a built-in pen pouch on the inside, and it's one of my favorites. As you'll see, it makes several appearances in a lot of my favorite videos. But yeah, you can fit a Hobonichi Weeks here, and then as well one in the back. And to give an example, let me go ahead and grab a Hobonichi Weeks. So here is a 2019 one, and it fits a Hobonichi Weeks in the back, which I love. And then also it's made for here, which is really nice. And it does feature some slip pockets that you can add some important documents, your cards, and I believe this does fit a passport size. So yeah, so if you had your actual passport, like if you're traveling, you can actually put it in there easily with no problem. So this is a great case as far as for the Hobonichi Weeks. Really simple, lays flat, and then of course one of the best features is this little pen pouch that it has, and it's pretty, it's very forgiving as far as how stuffed you can make this. And then it has these little elastics on the inside if you want to secure, like say if you're carrying some fountain pens or maybe some scissors or some supplies that you just kind of want to keep all together. So that's a great feature. There's 3 in there, and I like the mesh so you can see what you have in there. So this is my only Hobonichi Weeks cover from Hobonichi. I don't think when I did have a large collection, I don't think that I actually owned a lot of Hobonichi Weeks covers. I tend to like to either use it just plain without a cover like this, because I usually get the ones that have like a pretty decoration on it, or I would put a clear cover on it that Hobonichi Week or the Hobonichi company sells. And also these little clear covers, like I said, they had a clear one, and then they also have beautiful designs. And I used to have a collection of these, and I sold them, but this is the only one that survived the purge, which there are a couple of clear covers that I do regret selling, and they're hard to find, and they're really, really pretty. But I haven't looked because I feel like if I see one for sale, I will probably grab it, and it probably won't be the price that I want or willing to pay, or that's within budget. And so this one I've kept. I haven't used it yet because so far all the weeks that I have been using has a design on it already. So I haven't bought a plain color in a long time. So this stays unused until that happens. So we'll see. Who knows what 2026 has to offer. So in the meantime, it stays stowed away until it's time for it. Okay, next up, I don't have any more A5 size covers because it's not a size that I usually use. I only use A5 for drawing and sketching and watercoloring, and with those sizes I actually have different covers for it, and so I ended up selling all of my A5 Hobonichi covers. So all that's left are A6, so because A6 is more of the size that I use for journaling. So let us go. Okay, so let's go with the latest acquisition, because I just purchased this last year, and this is the cafe. It's not cafe latte, but it's recently. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is really, really beautiful. And I am a textile person, so I love anything like that's wool, linen, you name it. Like, I love that kind of stuff. And the great thing about this cover, I haven't used it yet, but another great feature that I love about this cover is that it's fully leather on the inside and as well as this. And so the reason why I mention that is because a lot of Hobonichi covers, the inside is not leather, it is faux leather, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I will talk more about that in a minute, but let's just go over the features of this Hobonichi cover. It is, I believe it's wool, and it's this beautiful checkered pattern, and it has gold, a gold zipper, which I think looks really nice with the brown. And then they have this beautiful leather spine. And then if you open it up, it's this beautiful, excuse me, it's this beautiful fully lined leather interior, and it has a pen loop, and it just has two little pocket slots. Excuse my voice, you guys. It's been really cold here lately, and so my voice has been kind of suffering. Been trying to keep it warm, but yeah, like, it's fully lined, and that's pretty much it. So I like the simplicity of it. I haven't used it yet, but I will. And so I really love this cover. I love how it feels in my hand. I love how slim it is, because sometimes a lot of Hobonichi A6 covers, like the zip ones, they are pretty bulky. And what I mean bulky is that this one is kind of the same size as a A6. So if I took an A6, let me find an A6. Okay, here's one. If I took this one, and you can tell, like, it's, just want to make sure, because this is actually a very personal journal. I don't want to accidentally open it. But as you can see, when you put the A6 in it, it's a pretty good fit. There's really not a lot of overhang, but you'll notice that most of the Hobonichi A6 zip covers, they're a little bit bigger and wider. And so I like this one because it has a slim profile, and it's pretty much, you know, so if you like junk journal, or if you make your Hobonichi Techo bulky, then this would not work for you, just because it would not fit. But the other Hobonichi covers, the one that's slightly bigger, should be okay. Well, in the past, if you junk journal and gets bulky, I wouldn't recommend the zip covers anyways, just because if it gets bulky, I would recommend their normal covers. So this is one zip cover, the only one, and I don't think I'll be acquiring anymore unless they come out with a beautiful design that I cannot resist. So never say never, right? So that's that. And this is what I'm saying when it comes to leather interior. Now this is a beautiful, this is a older cover. This is a 2012. And like I said, I am a very tactile person. I love leather. I love fabrics, wools, and of course this is floral. And so I was really, really, really drawn to it. So this was made in 2012, and it has this beautiful wool exterior. I love this one, and I'm sad about this one is because like I'm okay with faux leather, but the thing is that they really deteriorate after some time, and as you can see, it has started peeling already, and so it's gotten to the point where I cannot use it because it just flakes so much. Now I know that there is a way to get rid of that, because I've done it with some bags of mine to but then it was leather, but I'm pretty sure faux leather should be as easy. But I'm going to have to strip all this to get so it'll kind of be more usable for me. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but this has already deteriorated. This one has kind of ripped right here. I have to figure out a way, and as you can see, it's really peeling, and I don't know what the inside is, but as you can see, it's really, really padded, and it's such a beautiful cover. I mean, in fairness, it is a 2012, so it's past a decade already, but I feel like if it was leather, then it would have lasted a little bit longer. I hate the fact that it looks like this, and that so ever since this, it's one of those things now, whenever I look for a cover, it has to be full leather, just because of the longevity of it and the durability of it. It just makes me so sad that it's already like this, and it's such a beautiful cover. So I have to find a way to get this fixed so I can actually start using it. So yeah, as you can see, it's already shedding. Gonna have to vacuum later, but I don't remember what this is called. I used to know all the names. I actually made little dust covers for them because I had so many. I actually created a dust cover for them, and each one I actually wrote the title, the name of the cover, and when it was made. Yeah, my organizational tendencies is insane. Like, I don't want to say it's OCD, but it's just, I don't know, I like to see things organized. But anyways, so this had a cover, but I don't know where it went. So yeah, so like I said, it's a beautiful cover. I always look for the older vintage Hobonichi covers because they have some really pretty designs. I'm not saying they don't have pretty designs now. They do, but a lot is not my taste or style. And so I found that a lot of the older covers were the ones that I really was drawn to, and so I actually had to hunt for them, like on all websites. And I did find actually everything that I wanted, and then I sold it all. So there's that. So yeah, so that's one thing to look out for. I just wish that Hobonichi would maybe consider, if they don't do a faux lining, maybe they can just do like a canvas or a fabric interior versus the faux leather, because it's such a shame. I really am just bummed out about this one, and I really love this one. So this is an A6 size. And then here's a favorite of mine. It is, I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's called Rose. But it is made out of this beautiful, I want to say it's linen, because it feels like linen. I think it is linen, but it's this beautiful linen, and I actually kind of need to give it a little wash, a gentle wash, because this is an older cover as well. It is a 2012, but this is what I mean, is like, I wish that Hobonichi would just not stay away from the faux leather and then just do like a canvas or the linen interior. I feel like it'll last longer. And this, like I said, this is the same age as this one, and this has deteriorated. This looks really, really great, other than like I need to kind of give it a nice little scrub, because it's starting to look kind of dingy just from touching it with my hands. But I love this design. As you can see, this beautiful cream color with this, it's like a fabric. It's not embroidered, but it's like a patch, and it's this beautiful flower and a butterfly. I think that's a butterfly. But it's a beautiful piece, and I like using these covers just because it's slim compared to, like, say, a zip cover. Not the one that I have, but the regular zip covers. These actually fit the Techo quite good, and so I like these a lot better. So this is a favorite, and you can see why. Like, I kept all these. It was really hard actually to downsize and to purge all of my favorite Hobonichi covers, because I did take some time and effort to find them everywhere. So, but they went to good homes, and I'm pretty sure the new owners are loving it and using it. But this is definitely one of my favorite covers that I'm glad I still have in my collection. I just love the simplicity of it, again, and it's florals. Okay, next up is this one. This is, I actually tried to sell this, but it never sold, which I'm glad it didn't, because this one is this is an all leather A6 Hobonichi case, and I love the rich color of it, and it has patinaed beautifully. Excuse the handprints, because I have what is called hyperhidrosis, and so my hands, they kind of sweat, and so I always have a little handkerchief on the side to wipe it down. But this is a beautiful cover. It has aged and patinaed beautifully, and it is in amazing condition for the age of it. It's a 2013 cover, and other than like some discolorations, which I actually don't mind, I feel like it gives it a little bit more character to it. But this is an all leather A6 Hobonichi cover, and I don't know what it's called, but I love this. Actually holds my take a note. It's my health tracker, but it has, like, you know, the slots, the typical Hobonichi setup with a pen loop. But again, like I said, this is an all leather interior and exterior cover, and I absolutely love this. I'm so happy that no one bought it when I did try to sell it, because it is a gem, and I don't think I can find, or with what Hobonichi is producing, a lot of these covers, if they are all leather, are pretty expensive. And so I think I paid maybe like $25 for this back in 2019 on a Macari website in Japan. And so I got really lucky with this one, and so this will be forever in my collection. I gotta remind myself to not get rid of it. Okay, last but not least is this very unique cover. Now it's made out of like vinyl plastic, and I think, oh, actually, this is the title of it, A Very Merry Everyday to You. It was made in 2018, and although it looks just like a plain white, it actually came with these puffy stickers, and there was quite a bit of different options on how that way you could kind of decorate it yourself. And so this was the design that I decided to choose out of all the stickers. And there's actually more stickers. I don't know where I put it. Maybe I used it somewhere else. But how cute is this? And it's like the puffy, it almost feels like a puffy clay, because it has some kind of like squishiness, but it's thick. And so it's very high quality puffy stickers. It doesn't feel empty when you push down on it. It has some kind of thickness, some density into it. And so it's a really cool cover. And I actually have not had this out in a while. And so when I took it out to kind of for this video, I was like, how come I haven't used this? And I think I will use it. I will actually use this for one of my ASICs. I'll probably maybe swap out my tracker from this to this just so I can use this. But this is how it looks. You can see has all the puffy stickers. I have not seen this, and I'm interested to see other people who have this and see how they decorated it. But I love bears, so this is the reason why I was drawn to it. And the interior is actually pretty simple. It just has one little slip pocket here, and just has this card that it came with. And when I found this, it was brand new, so the person who had this that sold it to me never used it, so it was still in its plastic. So it's really, I love this cover. I think it's super unique. It's not something that you see every day. So if you find one and this is something that you guys love, little puffy stickers, I highly recommend. And this has been on here since 2019, I think is this when I got it. And they're still stuck on there. I mean, there's a little lifting, just a little, but I think it was like that when I first plopped down the sticker, because yeah. So I love this little case. It is super cute. I'm glad I have it in my collection. So guys, that is all my covers. Now if it was, 2018, then we would be here a lot longer for sure. But I will definitely leave photos at the end of this video to kind of give you an idea of the actual covers that I did have. And I sometimes look at it because I do miss it, but then I know it's just something that I've learned about myself, is that sometimes when it comes to collections, I go fast and furious, meaning I lock in and then I try to find everything in my want list, my wish list, and I just go for it, and I will not stop until I find everything. And then by then I sit back and I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? And then I end up selling it. So Now I'm taking a lot slower when it comes to my collection of things, and so far so good. I've downsized and purged a lot of things in my stationery collection. And so, but yeah, this is all of my Hobonichi covers. Like I said, I didn't have any A5s, mostly A6. But I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet, I wouldn't say it's short, it's like 26 minutes, 25 minutes. But I hope you enjoyed going down memory lane with me, going through my my collection of Hobonichi covers. And stay tuned for the end so you can look at the photos of my older covers of all the covers that I did have. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.